How's it going, everybody? Matt here with Prairie State Tractor again, and today we've got an exciting new piece I want to talk to you about. This is our Unverferth Raptor 2030 DT strip till rig, a brand new offering from Unverferth Manufacturing, one of our partnership product lines that you'll have availability to through us here at Prairie State Tractor. Today we're going to focus on three key areas. First one being the toolbar itself, second one being the row units as a close-up, and the third one on the fertilizer applications on the back of this rig. So first off, on the toolbar itself, what we have here, this is a 16-row 30-inch configuration unit specifically right behind us. The toolbar itself is a 7x7 tube frame. It is a flex frame that will articulate 15 degrees above true horizontal and 5 degrees below true horizontal on each side, allowing this bar to really follow the contour of the earth as you get into different terrains and conditions. So that's a big piece here, just to keep them row units nice and true. And in our transport mode, as we see right here, we will fold into 13 feet 6 inches wide. So we're not overly wide going down the road. That's a really nice safety concern as we get out on the roads and travel between fields to keep it nice and narrow. Next, let's get a close-up of our row units. So Unverferth labels these the Terrain Pro row units, and they're a really cool and unique setup. Starting here at the bottom, we've got our lead coulters, followed by our floating trash wheels to keep trash out of the way of our strips. Get here to the center, this is our gauge wheel right here. It's a crowfoot to keep mud and debris from getting in between here as it controls the true depth that you set by a pin. This is a toolless setting for your depth control. Right here in front of the shank. These are auto reset shanks, 2 1/4 inch points that are quick change. And adjust your shank depth by a bolt up top here as well. So very easy to adjust how you're going. You'll run this thing about 4 to 12 inches deep, and for that depth, Unverferth recommends a minimum of 35 horsepower per shank to be able to pull this thing at its optimum condition. Right next to our shanks, we have our berming closing wheels right here. These are notched to throw a nice level of dirt right behind your trench you've generated here. And then behind it at the very back, we've got our closing wheels here. We have them in 3 different types. We have a crowfoot as seen right here. We also have a traditional rolling basket look, as well as rubber press wheels, depending on your application and what you're seeking in your dirt. So let's focus on the back here for our third topic. So, fertilizer systems. Obviously, we can make it without fertilizer if you so desire. We can build it that way. But the 2 fertilizer systems we offer are dry and liquid. Right here behind us, we've got a dry fertilizer setup that's part of the DT in the Raptor series. What we have here is 12-ton capacity of dry fertilizer split into 6 tons each in the front and back hoppers. This allows you to run all one product or 2 different products, both variable rate controlled. And we run all of our rate control on this tool from Unverferth with a Raven ISOBUS rate controller. But you can also get with your Prairie State Tractor sales representative on bridging that over to a John Deere rate controller if you prefer to have that. We set our rear chassis back on 380 90R46 high float tires, dual configuration here, 60 inches apart, so we're running between the rows. And on the very back, we have all of our stainless plumbing down here. You can see this keeps corrosion at a minimum. As we know, fertilizer is a very corrosive material. And on the very back here, our hydraulically powered high output fan for blowing the fertilizer forward. On our liquid system, we have a 1,200 gallon tank you can supply here on this chassis from Unverferth. And we've got pulse wave modulation technology, everything else to apply liquid fertilizers in variable rates as needed. So lastly, while we're back at the front here, couple options we want to show you guys. We offer a Cat 4 and Cat 5 hitch, depending on what your tractor has, so you can order that either way for your tractor. And then lastly, a really cool thing here at the bottom, our hydraulic jack. This is standard. Hydraulic jacks are becoming really popular as guys get away from crank jacks and stuff like that, your traditional jacks that can be dangerous, time consuming. Doing everything from the cab of the tractor to set this tool down on the ground and pick it up is pretty cool stuff. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two. Prairie State Tractor has 2 of these models incoming in a 12-row and a 16-row configuration. For questions or details on those, please get with your Prairie State Tractor sales representative. And everybody have a great day. Matt Jr. signing off.